Game day.
We're getting bigger and bigger every week.
Every
There's no
week.
telling where we'll wind up.
Let's hit it one more time. There we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, let's just get right on into the show.
Let's do it.
Let's just go right to our very first thing. One of my favorite things, our Cialis move of the week. And I tell you what, I've got to go with bye week homies.
Oh, for sure.
Had 8 players on bye and still ended up winning the football game.
Unbelievable.
Yes, it was.
I tell you what, that could come down to show that he's got a championship caliber team.
I agree with you.
If he's got a bench that can handle 8 bye week players,
right?
I pencil him in at one of the top teams.
Exactly, and he did it by the waiver wire, which we will go over the waiver wire here in a little bit or so later in the show. But I was surprised.
Yeah, I was too.
It was unreal. Well, let's move into another one here. You got a special guest again tonight.
I do, and it is such a great honor to have this gentleman back on the show.
Yeah.
Last time he was on, we had it. He was kind of fired up. Let's try to keep him under control tonight.
I don't know with this crowd back here behind us. Yes. Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave and let you take care of it.
Sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good. Let's welcome Tom Porter.
Be here.
Thank you, Bob.
Glad to be here.
Good to see you, Coach.
Hard day at practice, so just kind of relaxing, just chilling a little bit.
Well, let's get right into it. Last time you were on, it got a little heated.
It did. And I want to apologize to you for that.
Thank you.
I got out of hand, and I apologize for that. And I'll try to keep the emotions in check.
This is an emotional time. Fantasy football is it pulls on your heart.
It does. It does. A lot of sleepless nights.
Yes, it does.
A lot of sleepless.
Now I was noticing in the standings that you are the top of the mountain.
We've got lucky. We've got lucky a little bit this year.
That's a big credit to your coaching abilities with this fantasy team.
Well, you just run them out there and hope they do the best.
But as I was looking at the standings, I was just wanting your opinion on what team when you look at it, what team do you fear to come and spank you in the end?
Well, I'm going to have to, hate to say this, and there's a lot of good teams out there. But I'm going to go with Frog Wings. Frog Wings scares me if the coach, Lee, would get out of the way and let his players play.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot better team. He gets in the way, slows them down, and they struggle. They struggle from Thursday to Sunday, and occasionally he'll have a Monday night player. They struggle.
Right.
If he would just get out of the way. Lee, I'm just asking, just get out of the way. Get out of the way, let your team play, bro.
Lee, take this man's advice. This man is #1 this week in the standings. Take his advice to heart and let it work. Let it work.
Yeah.
And, I just hope that the rest of your season turns out to be as good as the first half.
Let's hope.
And if everything works out right, that last week we're going to have you back on the show to present you with a championship trophy.
Well, I hope so. Hey, it'd be a great honor. But hey, there's a lot of good teams in this league, and we just want to thank y'all for letting us in.
Let's good to see you again. Come on back in.
All right. He's a little peaceful this time.
That was a better interview than last time.
I believe so too. I think it has something to do with just getting out of practice.
Yeah.
You see the energy drink you had?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I think it was Full Throttle or something like that.
Red Bull
or something like that. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Well, let's get on to another one here. Let's do our Come On Man of the Week award. It's got to go to Shreveport Streamers.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to go to Shreveport.
Yeah,
I tell you, 58 points is all you can score.
That's pathetic.
That is bad. You know the bad thing about it is, I looked on the bench. I still can't find nobody who can score.
That comes down to bad coaching.
I'm telling you, I'm going to go 58 points on Shreveport.
So we went from the top of the mountain with can't want some, get some, and then we get down at the bottom with Shreveport Steamer. I tell you,
I'm telling you. Oh, well, let's.
Lightning Bolt Sands. I'm sorry.
Oh, Lightning Bolt Sands.
I get so confused with all these great teams that I have to have somebody to help me out every now and
That's just fine. That's fine.
Thank you from the crowd out there.
Yeah. Well, and also, let's just get in our little debate, swag and smash, and let's talk a little bit about this waiver wire.
Yeah.
You know, the waiver wire really has it taken off like I thought it would this year.
Right.
I mean, we haven't seen that player like we saw in Cam Newton last year.
A
Just
breakout
person. You know,
Right.
is Rashad Jennings that guy? I don't know. You tell me, or
Well,
what do you think?
You know, with the injuries that's happened, it's there's got to be somebody that will step up and make
Right.
a play. It's like Jonathan Dwyer last week
Exactly.
with Rashad Mendenhall down. He stepped in and had a decent week.
Right.
And I think they're out there. It's just it takes a little bit of research to get.
It does. You're right. Well, let's go into our favorite part. I know it's going to be their favorite part.
Yes, sir.
Let's just take this first game. Swag and my $2 swagging.
I'm gonna say you bouncing back this week.
I think I am.
I really do.
I'm not even going to bet pull for Jared. I'm going right on. I'm betting on my team.
Well, I think so too. And you know, when you got Cam Newton as your quarterback,
Yeah.
you ain't winning.
That's true. You hear that? You ain't winning.
So I think you got this way. You're bouncing back this way.
I hope so. Well, let's go with Bolt's daddy and bye week homies. Who you taking?
Well, you know, I think the horseshoe is up to bye week homies, and I think somebody's going to have to go up there and get it out with cavity search.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be this week.
I don't think so either. I agree with bye week homies. What do you guys think back there?
Good sense.
I agree. Well, let's move into Spank Me Bolt versus Can't Beat Me.
I'm going to say this is the upset special.
Really?
Yes, upset special. Matchups. This is the only reason I'm going with this.
Okay.
The matchups.
Okay.
I think, Can't Beat Me's got good matchups.
No, you don't.
I don't like Steven Jackson.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Eric Decker can stand up without tripping over his own feet.
Exactly.
You've seen that play.
Oh, yeah. Exactly, yeah.
So I'm going to go with Can't Beat Me.
I'm going to second that. I'm going Can't Beat Me as well.
All right.
All right. Well, let's move on into another one here. Lightning Bolt's ass versus Jamie.
Yeah.
I tell you,
Taking the stand.
taking the stand. Well, you didn't pull up the other team name. You just went right with Jamie.
That's it.
I tell you, I'm going with Jamie.
I'm going with Lightning Bolt.
You going with Lightning Bolt's ass? He going with Lightning Bolt's ass. All right.
I feel pretty good about his team.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's sitting at the top.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard. I think he'll get me this week.
Oh, Lordy. Well, let's move into the next to the last game, the Champ 2012 versus Frog Wings. You heard our interview tonight. He's talking bad about the Frog Wings. The coach gets out of the way, but I'm going Champ 2012.
I second that.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Frog Wings are the heap of the pile. They are.
Yeah.
They are terrible.
Okay, well,
I know.
I'm going Champ 2012.
I will too.
All right. Well, let's move into one of the favorite parts of the show, the Coors Light game of the week. And you know, I wish we could black this game out.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to be bad for television.
This is terrible.
It is terrible. Shreveport Steamers versus LV Legends.
That's pathetic.
That's just something. But to tell you what, I did a little thinking on this. Here's how I'm going to pick this. See this pot right here? I've had it on the stove the whole time during the show. And that's how I'm going to determine my pick. Alakazam! Alakazam! If I see Sting, I'm going to pick you!
Some steam.
I'm going Steamers. And I tell you what, old Swag is thirsty. Yeah, old Swag, he thirsty.
Show him how it's done tonight, Swag.
I got you.
Look at it disappearing.
Look at it.